know why Loctide's so expensive either.
Eh.
It's just syrup.
This is $2.71.
So I said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. It tastes sweet. And they all have their own flavor. You can definitely tell between blue and red. Welcome back to 10 Foot Customs. For all you people who are sick and tired of Jeep content and are like, I thought you were going to be doing more broad content, this might be the episode for you. I am heading back out to my brother's house, and we're going to go back and work on Groot a little bit. We are going to be putting a Borgeson steering shaft in. I think that's what it's considered, a steering shaft, or steering from the steering column, or from the steering wheel to the steering box. We're replacing, well, not really from the steering wheel, but from down on the other side of the firewall to the steering box. We're replacing that thing. I do believe it's a Borgeson system. They're supposedly really nice. And supposedly relatively simple to install. If it's really nice, there's a chance I could put one in Rusty. I hear they're a really good update and upgrade for the CJ7s. It's, what's the temperature right now? 41 degrees out today. It is nice. The sun is shining. So it should be a great afternoon, and we'll put in a Borgeson steering shaft, so stay tuned. Okay. Go up and down with it again. There are 4 bolts on this thing down here?
I think it's 2.
2 bolts on the rag joint?
Only 2.
And what does it lock in on the other? Or do you have to take out that slip joint?
I have no idea. I've never taken one of these guys apart. I mean, it's a word. Oh, this comes off.
Okay.
And this is gone altogether.
Oh, that slides out.
That's gone.
And then you replace it with the new Borgeson one.
Brand new one goes on there. Brand new one.
And then that's a slip joint up there as well.
And that's what we're hoping for.
And that should just slide off up there.
Correct.
And then we just replace this section of it.
That's it.
Okay.
We get rid of those 2 joints altogether. The rag joint and that sloppy old joint.
Okay.
At the top.
And that should take up some of the play, and then we can see if we can take a play in your power steering pump and hopefully make it tighter.
That's the goal.
Is it a bolt and nut combo?
Yeah, so it looks some fashion. Is that bent, you think?
It doesn't look bent, but maybe it's just caught in that material.
Well, I'm wondering if I have to lift this thing up, spin the wheel so I can get this at a better angle.
Can't you just turn it? Oh, you probably can't turn it anymore.
No. To get this one bolt to pop out.
Right. you get it out? Take the steering pump off?
Figure out.
So wait, so these bolts are all out now, but it's keyed in with these things.
I see that.
Yeah, it's keyed in. That's why when you were turning it.
I took this guy out too.
Okay, so it's keyed in. So is it going to be the easiest thing in the world just to take an angle grinder in there and just cut that shaft off?
This guy?
Yeah, cut it in half.
My only concern is if it doesn't fit.
Well, there's that.
How the heck does that guy come apart?
The steering pump has to be loose. You just take the steering pump back.
You think?
There's no slide up there. That up there doesn't slide.
Yeah, I don't see these guys doing that.
And then this, obviously...
That's so weird. Unless I can move the steering column. Okay. How do we get a original drag joint out of here?
You're going to have to take the pump off. Or the steering box off. I guarantee that's how they do it. But let's look.
I can reach the bolts here.
Okay.
But they're already fully no, maybe they're not. No, maybe they're not. So there's 2 bolts on either side of here.
Okay.
Which I can reach.
Oh yeah, I see them. Yeah, yeah.
And they're slides.
Yeah.
So it should be able to push back up in here.
Hopefully enough that, yeah.
Well, they're all the way to the opposite side.
Okay, so
there's
sliding it up.
an inch of slide as long as there's an inch of slide out there.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
So I can, there's one here.
Yeah, I see that one. Yep, see that one? There's one on the other side.
There's one here. I should be able to get them from here.
Got it.
I just can't tell if I'm on all the way.
You look on all the way.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks on all the way.
I'm not turning the bolt and the head staying, or the...
I can't see the top of it. I don't think so. Getting easier? Snap.
Yeah, it is.
Snap. Is it getting easier? Snap. You should have enough slop in there to slide it now, right? Arm should now move. It's moving.
Is it?
I think it's moving. Thought it was moving.
It is. That piece.
That thing, or that nut, right? That bolt over there?
Yeah. It's not going to allow me to move that all the way up there, is it?
Maybe I should loosen that so it slides up. Let me see if it's got any more slide on it. Oh, easy. Easy slide now. Oh, we're out already. Okay, well that was simple.
Very easy.
Slide
So
out
this
really
bottom
nice.
piece should now slide off, right?
Correct. Should come right off. Or, you know. Oh, you probably get off your hand. It looks like it's pretty loose. You just break the other line.
Remind me that.
Don't start it. That's the problem they call with those oil lines.
Yeah, they get
do.
brittle.
Yeah. Okay. These marks, there's marks where it's been hitting, and they're kind of cut, so they're not like round in those spots
Oh.
where it's been hitting another piece of metal.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think they're supposed to be split?
I've never seen one before. I have no idea.
They're split on either side, so maybe they are, but...
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah. I'm sure fluids in them don't help. Okay, so this is the new Borgeson. Borgeson. Ooh, that's pretty. It's nice and snug compared to the one you have. The one you have kind of moves around a little bit more than that.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I think this slides off then to cut. This is the bottom. You would have your name at the bottom, right? You put your name on the...
I just looking at how this stickers face that though, like those you can read it.
You put your name this way upside down.
But do they both have names on them? Yeah, they both do.
But are they...
Yeah, that one's the other way too.
They're named this way. No, they're not.
Yeah, they're both the opposite direction.
Same joint.
Yeah.
It's probably the same.
Same joint. US 01-22, 01-22. So yeah, it's the same joint.
So if it's the same size joint...
It just matters which side this little rubber boot goes on. Is the only difference.
I think it's on the downside.
Yeah, that would make sense. because the chance of stuff getting up into this one are slimmer.
Yeah, so I should just be able to go and
Correct.
this and slide
And see
that
if
in.
it's there's a bolt, like that bolt's in
Oh,
there.
that's
though.
what I wanted to see.
Yeah, loosen that bolt up because it's not going to slide on. Oh, right on.
Beautiful.
Okay, so that's what we need.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. Get that guy loose, and hopefully this one will slide right off. You want me to hold the steering wheel?
Maybe we should have left this on.
Why?
And loosened it.
I can hold the steering wheel. Let me hold the steering wheel. I can loose? Sweet. That one's a little tighter.
Well, that's back.
That one's back where it belongs now.
Yeah.
What's on the end of that thing?
Oh, let's see. What if I pull this up?
Right, and put a hammer on it and just whack it.
I guess this is why you break this now.
Right, you break that ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you have to worry about if you do hit it with the hammer.
right. There she is. Bingo! Let's see it. Oh, is that some broken in there? No, it's just bracket, whatever those bracketry things are.
Well, that piece, there's the piece that I was seeing. That's, see it?
Oh yeah, it's
Whatever that is,
whatever those little washer things are.
is not together, and it kind of flops around.
She's got a little more play in there than she's supposed to have. If it doesn't fit when fully collapsed, the telescoping shaft must be cut to length.
Right.
Remove the upper universal joint from the... Again, we are missing very pertinent information in this spot right there. From the something end of the Borgeson assembly. From the tubular, maybe? But it's all tubular. From
This
the...
side. This is the collapsing side. This is the pieces that must bypass each other. It's smaller in here.
Okay. Install the steering box universal joint onto the steering box input shaft to the depth shown. Figure B. So basically all the way in,
Okay.
which would make sense.
Yep.
With the telescoping shaft fully extended, okay, hold on. Okay, so now we have it in. With the telescoping shaft fully extended, the tubular end should be cut so that it is flush with the tip of the steering column shaft. Okay, that makes sense. Because it's probably you're gonna try to collapse it to put it back in there.
What's fully extended? Oops.
That's passed. Or is it not passed?
Did I rip it?
No.
Okay.
It says fully extended, so we want to go... Oh, geez. That's a lot. Because now this is going to be cut and you're going to take up this definitely fits in that space.
Right, but this is all the way out.
Right.
Like there's no more out.
Correct. So you're going
But
to...
should I not want to have a little bit of out?
You're going to have out.
Because I'm going to slide this
Back in to fit this piece
back
in
in to
here.
fit that guy on.
Correct.
And it's going to be the gap of that.
And whatever your extra space is there.
Let's take a peek. Let's get a closer look.
Yeah.
Oh, it's flush.
Oh, okay.
It's flush.
If it's flush, then that's as far as that needs to go. Then we need to figure out how to cut this end.
Oh wait, are we extended all the way out?
No, that's the thing. We're all the way in.
So wait.
But if we take a measurement from here
Yeah.
to there,
Right.
then extend this and take the measurement again from here to this extended, it should be darn close. You can always leave it a hair bit long just to make sure.
Yeah, because there's a lot of slide down.
Correct.
I'd rather have my slide down.
So we'll just take a measurement from these 2 points and see if that works.
So 14 1/4 right there.
Okay. So then we'll pull it, extend the shaft, and then cut it at that 14 1/4.
So go all the way out.
Right, now measure
So
the
even
same.
if I do that,
Correct.
14 1/4 is right there.
Yep, quadruple double check that, Mark, before we cut it.
And it's fully extended.
Yep.
All right. That shouldn't overheat that guy, right?
Not at all.
All right. All right.
And cutting. And that will lock the shaft so you can't pull out from the top.
I don't want you to go through
All the way, you mean?
No.
Oh.
2.
Oh. Yeah, but it's a D shape, or it's a double D. It's not, it can't go anywhere.
It can't spin.
Right, the double D.
The only thing it would have is if it slid out, but it can't slide out with the pin in.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's,
So, I mean,
that's literally just keeping it from sliding out. That's all
That's
it's doing.
what this does.
Yeah, that's all it's doing.
This portion is on that bar
Right.
and that D.
Yep.
Or double D if you want to call it that. All right, so drill me a hole. Now, you're supposed to flatten this tube out, right?
Right. Hit it as hard as you can till the tube is flat.
Oh, and you have to use the dull bits.
Use the dullest bits you've got. Yeah, I don't think you're drilling this thing. You just mark a better center point on that one.
This is what I normally do.
Right.
I usually won't work my way up to
You find
something.
your sharp.
Yeah. This I forgot about this part. This might be an issue.
This might be the longest part. Finding a sharp drill bit. Where precision drilling comes in. There we go. Hope that one lines up.
Oh, actually, I threaded it.
There you go. Lock tight in.
I didn't do these. I probably should take these out, right?
Yeah. So you just lock tight on them.
You never did it, and I'm guessing in the factory. I don't know if it is done or not.
Right.
Oh, you know what? What's the steering wheel look like?
Oh yeah. Steering wheel is way out. Hold on. Okay, steering wheel's lined up. And you're still relatively flush with the end of the yoke.
It's actually at the end. There's a taper on the inside.
Right,
of that,
right.
so it is actually on the.
Okay, so you're in. So tighten down that nut, and that should have both sides done. Bolts under the steering column are tight. Put the paneling back in, and then the interior will be buttoned back up again. The slop in the steering is so much less. It does that now where you're engaging the steering box now, which is probably a quarter of what it was originally. And then the front here is done. You got that up there, and then you got your set screws and everything in here, and like this is solid now compared to what we were dealing with before when we first started. So that's really nice. The only thing you'll have to do is fix his oil line before you can drive it. Well, I forgot to shoot an ending while I was there. I was going to, and then we started talking, and I just forgot to, and now I'm in the car driving. So, but that's pretty much as easy as it is to install one of those Borgeson steering shafts into, well, at least an F-150. That was very easy. The instructions were very good. And I think for the applications that my brother looked at and that I'm looking at for the CJ7, those steering shafts run between like 250 and 300, which isn't awful to really clean up a lot of steering play. So, all in all, not a really bad deal. So, I want to thank you all for watching this episode and hanging out with us for the afternoon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I do read every comment, and I hope everybody has a great week.